Hello, gentlemen. I've gathered you here today because I've decided to try and define a clear set of values for myself. And since you four were the most influential figures to me in my first semester research, I've decided to ask you what you four have learned along the way. Gilgamesh, I've decided to start my search with you since your epic is the oldest known story in human history. I feel as though your journey has taught you a lot about the meaning of life and the most important values one should have in their lives. I know losing someone close to you is never easy, and a tragedy such as yours must have forced you to question the meaning of life. Could you share some of the things you learned on your journey following the death of Enkidu? Collin, after losing my dearest friend, the looming threat of death led me on a search for immortality. However, after a long and grueling journey in which I lost my chances at immortality, I came to accept my mortality and learned that it is more important to live life to the fullest instead of trying to escape death. I live on through my epic, my legacy, and I suggest you do the same. I set out to find something that does not exist and, instead, found these values. Perhaps setting out to find one thing and ending up with another is an innate part of everyone's search. But that's up to you to find out. Collin, you must listen to the two before me. One of the main reasons I made my objective account of the Peloponnesian War was with the hope that a piece of history such as it would be effective in preventing something similar from happening again. One of the most important qualities one must possess in order to grow is the ability to learn from one's mistakes. As George Santayana said sometime after my death, those who cannot learn from history are doomed to repeat it. You have witnessed two great men waste a large portion of their life seeking out the wrong things. I urge you to recognize the errors in their ways so that you may enjoy a more meaningful life and perhaps discover that you were put on this earth in order to do something great. Thucydides is right. You mustn't waste your life worrying about things such as pride and fame. It is much more important to question everything in order to open your eyes to the meaning of life. Although you have probably learned a fair amount so far, you are still very much stuck in the cave, staring at fake shadows on a wall, blind to the knowledge and wonder of life outside of the cave. In order to ascend, you must resolve to question every opinion that you have ever been told. In order to challenge people, you must act with intelligence and courage. Also, learn to think unconventionally, because then, and only then, will it be possible for you to gain knowledge and define your values. Thank you, gentlemen. I believe with this advice I am ready to continue my journey and try and find my values. I am now much more aware of the delicate nature of life, and I will learn from your mistakes. I will not repeat the blunders made by others before me, nor ones I have made in the past along my journey. I will challenge everyone and everything in order to attain the knowledge necessary for me to define my values. Thank you. Collin, I define the highest human good as happiness, but not in the way you'd think. You see, you are a rational mind capable of thought, and, therefore, you have the ability to develop moral virtue. Much like an athlete striving to develop his ability, morality must be practiced in order for one to improve at it. One who is morally virtuous will have the ability to triumph over fear with courage and exhibit moderation in everything they do. Also, in order to attain happiness, you must include two things in your life. 1, friendship based on the good, and 2, contemplation. You must have friends for whom you wish only good, share mutual trust with, and develop a long-lasting bond. You have been blessed with the ability to think. It is one of your unique qualities as a rational human being, and therefore it is important that you do not waste this ability. Live a life of contemplation, and you will, provided you have close friends in your life, will achieve true happiness. Collin, I urge you to exhibit foresight in everything you do. Though humans do have free will, it is not absolute, and therefore it is important that you be knowledgeable and capable in order to overcome the obstacles life will undoubtedly throw at you. You know you are a rational, thinking being, but aside from that, nothing else is certain. Universal doubt is an extremely important tool that will help you in your search for values. Remain skeptical of all sensory information, and resolve to trust only that which you know to be clear and distinct. Morality is a complicated subject. I believe in order for one to truly be moral, their subjective principle, or the principle upon which one actually acts, must align with the objective principle, that is, the principle upon which everyone must act. A good will is the only thing that is good without qualification, and this remains absolutely true for everyone. I firmly believe one's existence precedes their essence. By this I mean humans have the ability of rational thought and can therefore transcend their facticity. You can set projects for yourself and complete those projects in order to change and grow.